Hi there, this is Kassie, and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for all signs for the week of November the 13th to November 16th. If you are new to my channel, don't hesitate to subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you won't miss out on the weekly and daily predictions, plus the special seasonal content that I've got lined up for you. Soon I will be posting the signs for next year, a detailed prediction for each sign, so stay tuned. If you are looking for some one-on-one time with me, head over to my website www.kassikai.com, and I'm giving you a special offer, 3 free minutes on your first reading session and extra 3 minutes every month. Check out my e-shop too. I've got some ebooks there you will find useful, especially if you're learning how to read tarot cards. And there you will also find longer reading options, readings that cannot be performed in live chat because they are too detailed, too complicated. So you can check those out too. Also, I've got a bunch of free resources to help you learn, including a calculator for your birth card, all on my website. Curious about what last week's prediction said? You can check them out right now. Just click the link in the top right corner of this video. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget, whether you are a seasoned tarot traveler or just starting out, this channel is your gateway to the spiritual side of life. But let's see what the predictions for this week will tell us. For Aries, we had the 8 of Cups and now it's the Moon. Last week, the influence of the 8 of Cups showed that you may have felt the need to walk away from situations that no longer serve your higher purpose. It could have been an emotional or spiritual journey as you sought deeper meaning and greater fulfillment beyond your current experiences. Next week, you will be under the spell of the Moon. This card represents a period where the line between reality and illusion can blur, prompting you to trust your intuition as you confront your fears and insecurities that may arise. In terms of your career, the Moon indicates a time when not everything is as it seems. It's essential to rely on your instincts and seek clarity. Be aware of hidden agendas and misunderstandings. It might not be the best time to make significant decisions unless you're absolutely sure of all the facts. When it comes to love, the Moon can bring about a sense of uncertainty. Whether you're single or in a relationship, insecurities and doubts may surface. This is a time to confront these feelings, but also to recognize they may be exaggerated or unfounded. Emotional honesty is very crucial this week. The person you are interested in is likely experiencing their own depths of emotions and confusion. Their feelings towards you could be clouded by their insecurities or emotions that they have not explored, emotions they suppress, making it difficult to ascertain where you stand with them. With the Moon's connection to its own astrological significance and its strong day being Monday, be prepared for the start of the week to potentially bring emotional revelations or unearth subconscious patterns that need addressing. Over the next lunar cycle, be open to understanding the nature of your emotional world that can be quite complicated, which could eventually lead to a sense of certainty and balance. For Taurus, we had the Star and now it's the 4 of Pentacles. In the previous week, you likely felt the uplifting and hopeful influence of the Star, as this card is a breath of fresh air after a difficult period, offering healing and renewed optimism. You might have found yourself more connected to your dreams, to your aspirations, experiencing a period of tranquility and looking ahead to a brighter future. With the 4 of Pentacles, you will feel a strong desire to maintain control over your current circumstances, perhaps even to the point of stubbornness or possessiveness. It's a reminder to consider what you are holding on to and why. In your career, this card may suggest a reluctance to embrace change or an overly cautious approach to your resources or position. It's a good time to assess your professional stability and make strategic plans, but be mindful of becoming too fixated on one particular outcome or way of doing things. In love, there may be an element of resistance to change or a fear of opening up. You or the person you are interested in might be holding back emotions, creating a sense of restraint. It's essential to examine if this need for control is creating balance or causing tension. If you're wondering about someone's feelings towards you, they might be in a protective or reserved mood right now. They could be hesitant to share or let go, perhaps valuing stability over vulnerability at the moment. The strong days of this week are Tuesday and Thursday, and these days could be pivotal in dealing with these themes of control and stability. Remember, the Four of Pentacles also suggests that any investment or purchase made now is likely to have long-term value. The Four of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn, and this energy ensures that while emotions may not flow freely, the drive to secure and build upon what you value is potent. Use this time to fortify your foundations, but also be cautious of becoming too rigid or inflexible in your approach. For Gemini, we had the Fool, and now it's the Six of Cups. Last week, you might have felt the liberating energy of the Fool, a card that represents new beginnings, adventures, and the leap into the unknown. It's likely that you embraced something new, spontaneity, perhaps you took risks or you explored new territories in your personal or professional life, unburdened by the past or future concerns. Transitioning into the coming week, the energy turns nostalgic with the Six of Cups surfacing. This card often signals a return to the familiar, a reconnection with your history, or revisiting relationships from the past. Professionally, you may find yourself reminiscing about past job roles or considering wisdom from earlier career experiences. It could also be a time when past colleagues re-enter your life, offering advice or opportunities that come from previous collaborations. In matters of the heart, the Six of Cups can indicate that past loves or friends may reappear. If you're considering rekindling an old flame, remember that the nature of your past relationship is likely to remain the same. Now, if that's acceptable to you, then proceed, but with open eyes. If someone from your past is on your mind, they might be feeling similarly nostalgic. They see you as a connection to a happier, simpler time, most likely, which may prompt them to reach out or respond positively if you do reach out to them. This week, expect some karmic and possibly fated encounters, because the Six of Cups is one of the karmic cards in tarot, with Saturday and Sunday being particularly strong days for such events. Synchronicities may surprise you, revealing deeper connections with people and possibly bringing secrets to light. Be mindful of what you reveal and to whom. With the Six of Cups being associated with the Sun in Scorpio, this period is ripe for deep emotional discussions and uncovering truths. For Cancer, we had the Page of Wands, and now it's the Strength. The Page of Wands showed the spark of a new endeavor last week, an idea, an excitement about something new. creativity. It's a card that signifies the first steps of a journey, the initial flame of an idea, the early stages of a project or of a relationship. This is a very youthful energy that might have manifested as an invitation, a sudden interest that someone showed towards you, or a fresh perspective that has now ignited something within you. Moving into the energy of the strength, this week is about harnessing that spark, that idea, and nurturing it with courage and patience. The strength isn't just about raw power or brute force, it's the inner strength to shape what the page of wands started last week, to make it something enduring and meaningful. In your professional life, you're now being called to cultivate what began as a spark into a steady flame, so to speak. You might feel the urge to push forward due to the page's influence still lingering, but the strength advises a more measured approach. Endurance will be your ally, as immediate results may not be forthcoming. In love, if you're wondering how someone feels, feelings may be powerful, profound, yet there's a sense of restraint. They might be holding back their emotions due to existing commitments or to preserve the current status of a relationship. Now, this isn't necessarily the time for grand gestures or declarations, but for a quiet understanding and a rather gentle approach, and also a gentle taming of passions. As strength is connected to Leo, a sign known for its big heart and noble intentions, Sunday might be a day where you feel particularly in tune with this card's energy. It's a time for controlled action, ensuring that you're building a solid foundation for whatever you're developing. For Leo, we had the Ten of Pentacles and now it's the King of Cups. Last week, Leo, you might have experienced the satisfying energy of the Ten of Pentacles, a stabilizing energy that symbolizes wealth, completion, and generally the rewards of collective effort. This likely brought a sense of security, a sense of accomplishment, with your attention on creating something long-lasting, whether through your family connections, your financial achievements, or the stability of your career and home life. Next week, the currents shift towards the emotional realm as the King of Cups makes his presence felt. This card often signifies emotional stability, maturity, and the understanding of a deeper emotional current that flow in and around you. Professionally, the King of Cups may herald the arrival of a supportive figure, as the King of Cups is often someone who is in a position of power, or it could signify your own role as a leader if you are the one who holds a position of authority. If you have felt unsupported in your endeavors, this week may present opportunities to connect with someone who appreciates the emotional dimensions of a business or project and can offer support. In the realm of relationships, the King of Cups suggests deep underlying currents or feelings. If you've been pondering over someone's emotion towards you, the King of Cups reveals that their feelings are profound, caring. They are seeking a sign of reciprocity, a confirmation that their love is not one-sided. So if you share their feelings, this could be a good time to show it. This week may unfold more gradually than you wish because the King of Cups is a passive card and he has a patient approach. Endings or resolutions may take time as situations reach their natural conclusions, mirroring the steady, deliberate energy of this card. Look out for the weekend when these energies might manifest more tangibly, allowing for meaningful emotional exchanges and a deepening of bonds. For Virgo, we had the Five of Cups and now it's the Three of Wands. Last week, Virgo, you may have navigated through the introspective energy of the Five of Cups, a card that often signifies feelings of loss, regret, or disappointment. This energy might have led you to focus on what has gone wrong in a relationship, in a situation, or what has been left behind, potentially casting a shadow on your usual practical and analytical approach. The Three of Wands this week lights up the horizon with potential and forward thinking. It's a signal that your patience and reflections are about to pay off. Professionally, the Three of Wands indicates expansion and foresight. If your work involves international relations or long-distance projects, anticipate constructive developments. The proactive energy of this card encourages you to make strategic plans and to remain open to new partnerships or ventures, particularly those that broaden your professional network or your geographical scope. In matters of the heart, if distance has been a challenge, if you are in a long-distance relationship, the Three of Wands brings a hopeful message. Plans to bridge the gap or elevate the relationship can now take a clearer shape. This card's association with travel may literally manifest in arranging a visit, or in a metaphorical sense indicating progress in your emotional journey with a partner from one stage to another. If you want to know how someone feels, there's a sense of waiting and anticipation. They feel attracted to you and they are probably waiting for a move from your side. The Three of Wands astrologically is Sun in Aries, prompting a proactive stance in all areas of life. It's time to initiate, to step forward, to be clear, to be direct with your desires and with your intentions. With Tuesday and Wednesday marked as energetically strong, this could be pivotal days for significant actions and decisions. For Libra, we had the Emperor and now it's the Seven of Pentacles. Last week you had the Emperor and his influence might have brought order to chaos, demanding discipline and perhaps urging you to set firmer boundaries or take charge in areas of life that required leadership. This assertive energy was beneficial for establishing rules or guidelines, particularly in professional contexts or in personal dynamics where leadership was called for. After laying down the law and perhaps seeing the initial fruits of your labor, the Seven of Pentacles now asks you to take a step back and evaluate, as it speaks of a period of assessment and patience, where results may not be immediate and efforts must be given time to mature. Professionally, this could be a time when progress feels slow and the temptation to put pressure or rush can be strong. Yet the Saturn in Taurus suggests that steady, persistent effort is what is needed. There might be financial considerations that require your patience and prudent planning, emphasizing the need for a practical approach over quick fixes. In matters of the heart, patience is also the theme. You or your partner may be considering the value of a relationship and its growth. It's not a time for impulsive decisions, but for observing and understanding the deeper layers of your connection. If you are single, this may be a period of waiting, of self-reflection, understanding what you truly need from a partner. If you want to know how someone feels, they may be a little guarded at this stage, but feelings are growing. Their pace seems to be slower than yours, so you will probably have to wait some time for them to express how they feel. Sunday is a potent day when this week's introspective energy culminates, offering clearer insights into your next steps. For Scorpio, we had the High Priestess and now it's the Knight of Cups. Last week, under the energy of the High Priestess, it was a time to trust your instincts, listen to your inner voice. Perhaps you learned some secrets, truths were revealed that weren't visible on the surface. It's likely that you delved deeper into your own psyche or experienced heightened psychic awareness, exploring the hidden aspects of a situation or even your own emotions. The energies shift with the arrival of the Knight of Cups. This card heralds a time of emotional propositions and heartfelt messages. The Knight of Cups brings with him an air of romance, creativity, and charm. The Knight of Cups is a love card in tarot. He's a symbol of love and the pursuit of a heart's desire. This week you may receive an invitation or an offer that touches your heart, something you've been hoping for, especially in the realm of personal relationships. Professionally, if your work involves creative or artistic expression, this is a week where you may see significant progress and receive encouraging feedback. The energy of the Knight of Cups suggests movement, change, implying that the project could reach an important milestone or enter a new phase of development. In your personal life, the Knight of Cups suggests an opening of hearts. If you are in a relationship, you may find that you and your partner are entering a more emotionally open and intimate phase. If single, an admirer could step forward, or you could find yourself feeling ready to express feelings you've kept to yourself. However, be aware of the Knight's tendency for brooding and moodiness. Try not to let your emotions be swayed by magnifying small issues. Stay grounded in reality while allowing yourself to dream and imagine the possibilities. Reflect on events from October 14 to November 12, as the energies of this week may tie back to decisions or circumstances from that period. A resolution may be on the horizon, or you might be prompted to consider a choice you made. For Sagittarius, we had the Ace of Pentacles and now it's the King of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed of tangible growth and potential, the promise of new opportunities in financial or material aspects of your life. The Ace's energy suggests that you've had a glimpse of a new path to prosperity, perhaps a new job offer, a financial gift, or an investment opportunity. Moving forward, the King of Wands represents ambition, creativity, and the willingness to take charge. His presence suggests that this week will be about translating the potential of the Ace into action. You may encounter a dynamic individual who personifies the King's qualities, someone likely associated with the fire sign who inspires you or propels you forward with enthusiasm. The King of Wands hates to be idle, so in your career, expect your days to be filled with activities that require your direct attention. Be ready for emails, calls, and perhaps a flurry of decision-making. Embrace this busy pace because it's where you will shine. If you're considering the feelings of someone towards you, the King suggests a strong, warm, albeit self-centric affection. Passion is in the air, but ensure that it's mutual and not one-sided. While the King of Wands can sometimes act impulsively, seeking instant gratification, this week he seems to be more supportive, guiding energies towards a stable ground rather than stirring the pot. Remember, the nature of Wands is to be spontaneous, impetuous. If someone acts unpredictably, it's because their spirit is chasing after what makes them feel passionate and creative, often without a structured plan. This King has a vision, a grand one, and it will be your choice this week whether to join in this enthusiastic pursuit or not. For Capricorn, we had the Sun, and now it's the Two of Wands. Last week, the radiant energy of the sun must have illuminated your world, bringing positivity, success, and perhaps a much-needed boost in confidence. This positive card represents moments when everything seems to fall into place and you feel at the center of your universe, with your skills and contributions being recognized and celebrated. Transitioning into this week, the Two of Wands suggests that you are standing on the threshold, poised for new experiences. The clarity you gained from the sun's influence last week will now help you in making strategic choices about your future, because this card is about planning and potential. It's time this week to decide which path to venture down with the newfound confidence from last week's achievements or ideas. Professionally, the Two of Wands signifies a period of significant decision-making. You might be considering partnerships, new ventures, or even expansion into new areas. If you're involved in international business or projects, this could be a time when plans begin to crystallize and actions set now can have far-reaching results. In love, if you are contemplating taking a next step with someone or deepening your commitment, the Two of Wands is a nudge towards progress. There may be decisions to be made about the direction of a relationship. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there is strong attraction but also some indecisiveness, and that can manifest as ups and downs with them. The Two of Wands is Mars in Aries, which calls you to act with conviction, yet with an awareness of the strategic stages that unfold on the way to your goals. Utilize the beginning of this week, particularly Tuesday, as a springboard for your initiatives. The focused energy of this day could be instrumental in setting your plans into motion. For Aquarius, we had the Ten of Swords and now it's the Seven of Swords. Last week you may have experienced the culmination of a difficult cycle with the Ten of Swords, as this card often signifies an abrupt end to challenging situations, or maybe you felt betrayed in some way. It could have been a time when you felt overwhelmed by circumstances or by the actions of others, and that's something that left you feeling somewhat defeated. However, the Ten of Swords also marks the end of this turmoil, suggesting that the worst part is behind you and the recovery has already begun. The Seven of Swords indicates that you are in a phase of cautious strategy. You may find yourself wanting to initiate changes, but you are hesitant to do so openly. This might be because you are seeking to secure a new opportunity before exiting the current one, whether in your professional life or in personal relationships. It's a time to be tactical about your moves and your decisions. In your personal interactions, be wary of mistrust arising from someone's past dishonesty. You may need to see things as they are rather than through a hopeful lens. The Seven of Swords often involves a degree of secrecy or a lack of transparency, so be on your guard for any underhanded behavior or deception. If you're wondering about someone's feelings towards you, the Seven of Swords might indicate that they feel wronged in some way and could be pulling back to reassess the situation or to protect themselves. Their distance might manifest as reduced communication, though they are likely still keeping an eye on you, perhaps through social media. In your career, expect some indirectness. You may have to read between the lines or ask questions in a roundabout way to get to the heart of a matter. With the Seven of Swords being associated with the Moon in Aquarius, your own sign that is, there's an element of unpredictability in interactions that you understand really well though, because that's an element of your own sign, of the energy of your sign. Unusual characters may cross your path, bringing eccentric and unexpected energy to your week. The beginning of the week, especially Monday, holds the strongest energy. For Pisces, we had the Ace of Wands and now it's the Six of Wands. Last week, you likely felt the stirring of a new beginning with the Ace of Wands, as this card foretells fresh initiatives, new projects, or the spark of inspiration that prompts action. It's the universe handing you a baton of creativity, passion, urging you to pursue your dreams and ideas. With this energetic boost, you may have taken the first steps towards something that excites your spirit and ignites your passion. As you transition into this week, the Six of Wands brings a wave of success and recognition for the progress of your plans. The efforts you've recently made are not only taking root, but they are also gathering support from those around you. This is a time when your confidence should be soaring, despite the initial discomfort you might feel with the fiery energy from this card, contrasting your watery nature. You're encouraged to ride this wave of momentum because it will lead you to a very positive outcome. In your career, if you have been dealing with indecisiveness, the Six of Wands marks a departure from uncertainty to a state of assurance and energetic drive. With the Six of Wands representing Jupiter in Leo, there's an element of leadership, and you will find yourself in the spotlight, leading an endeavor in your work or in your personal life. The key is to manage this influence without overpowering others or the situation. Remember that while Jupiter is expansive, its energy in Leo can sometimes lead to an excess of pride or action. In matters of the heart, the Six of Wands indicates strong mutual attraction, admiration. Someone finds you very attractive and is drawn to your life, to your energy, though deep feelings may still be in the budding stage. Patience will allow this emotional connection to deepen organically without force. Significant events that began from July 22 to August the 1st could reach a milestone or influence your current circumstances. This week, especially on Sunday and Saturday, is ripe with potential for fortunate occurrences and favorable outcomes. So these were the weekly tarot horoscopes for all signs for the week of November 13 to November 16. I hope you enjoyed them and I will see you again next week. Have a great week.